At the current state of the game, these first time through balls are literally the top of the meta. You want your cam to take the ball and fizz it through for any of your 3 attackers. But if you put the build-up style on counter, you'll realize most of the time your attackers will be offside when you attempt the first time through balls. So staying on balanced build-up is a crucial necessity. And for the defensive depth, I go with a line height of 58, which again puts the approach on balanced. Any number above 60 would change the approach to a high line, which wouldn't be ideal if we're strictly talking about meta. On a high line, your defensive AI stops marking the runs on the trackback, which could lead in getting countered if you're not manually marking the runs every time. Anyway, moving on to the player roles, we started off with the striker and my new favorite role and focus combo on the game, advanced forward and support. If you compare this striker's positioning between attack and support focus, you see the striker positions themselves a few yards deeper on the support role, which makes it that much easier to find perfect consistency on your first time through balls without the risk of getting caught on the offside trap. Unlike the false 9, this one won't make your striker disappear into the midfield, and they'd still have that crucial presence on the final third. For the cam, playmaker and balance is the way. As much as I love Shadow Striker for different reasons, it's that extra step they take backwards towards your midfield that opens up that perfect setup for the pass. So if we want to stay true to the meta, we gotta go playmaker on this one. Next up are the 2 wingers, and regardless of their role plus, these 2 just need to be on inside, forward and balanced. Y'all know why it's undoubtedly the best role for wide attackers, so instead of explaining what you already know, let me suggest 2 types of players who would be perfect for this role. I've been going with 2 explosively fast wingers on both sides and I'm loving what it brings to the table. But another top meta choice for the wings would be having players with finesse shot plus. Let me paint you a picture. You're on a counter, winger on inside forward instruction gets the ball and they have finesse shot plus, say less. Now the 2 CDMs, they're both on deep lying playmaker. Why? Because the roaming focus EA added for the CDMs changes everything. Before, no matter what, you could not involve your CDMs in the attack, they just wouldn't move forward. The roaming focus on deep line playmaker is the new addition to the FC IQ, and as you can see, it gives the DMs the freedom to move up a little bit and find themselves in more useful areas to support the attack. Keep in mind, this doesn't leave you vulnerable on the counters. There's still CDMs and there's still prioritized defensive positioning over anything else. And finally, it is the boring meta defensive lineup as you would expect. Fullback and defend on both sides and defender and defend for the center. And that would form the core reason of why this formation is so broken. Just look at how the team forms up when you're in possession. Look at how compact the defense is. With the way CDMs tuck back way more than a center mid would, the 6-back low break defense is just a joke. Imagine the amount of times you'll get the ball back with such a defense, and on top of that you got a 4-man attack, always forward, always ready for a counter. This is something rarely any other formation on this game can provide. I'm telling you man, this formation is a joke. I'm certain of the effectiveness of the setup, but to be honest, I'm not sure I'm a fan of the skill-less playstyle this formation provides. Anyway, the goalkeeper's instruction as always is whatever role plus or plus plus they might have. I have mine on sweeper keeper and build up. Here you can see the code